qualified to have partake in this conversation, Ricardo Vera?
I don't know. I don't know. I
How
don't know,
can you
man.
not know it starts tomorrow?
Does
I'm
Mexico
glad.
play
I hope we're
tomorrow?
not recording right now. I hope we're not recording right now
We're
because you're
always
just
He,
sounding
prob-
recording.
silly.
We're
he
always
probably
recording.
don't even know, John, that Mexico and America have won the World Cup for 2026.
I did know that. I did know that. And
Ah, there you
Canada.
go.
You
That's
forgot
all
about
right.
Canada.
Yeah,
North.
Canada. I was just trying to relate it to you. I left Canada out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they don't matter.
nah. I can see Trump going, nah, not Canada. Leave them out.
Yeah, he's got it. He's definitely has his issues with Canada at the moment, for sure. Did so you guys saw that then? Yeah, they won the bid, North America.
Oh,
I don't
Mexican.
even know.
Well,
Was there
Mexico's
even
North
a bid?
America.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't really ever
it's
see it like that though.
it's yeah, me
In,
either.
yeah.
I consider Mexico as South America, but it's weird. They they don't really consider Mexico South America. It's considered North America.
Oh, it's Central America.
No, there
So
is no
yeah.
such thing.
Anyway,
That's all made up.
Alright, fair enough.
yeah, I thought it was a Central America. For some reason, that sort of, I don't know. I guess Central, like as in Central of America, right? I guess maybe that's where I've heard that term. So I'm sure I've heard that term before, Central America. But anyway, so yes, to answer your question, the World Cup of football
Yeah,
or
I
soccer starts tomorrow.
see that the thing is though, until Mexico plays, it doesn't really start for me.
Oh, come on, man. What is wrong with you?
You know I'm kidding, dude. You know I'm kidding. Who's playing tomorrow? Jesus, what time are they playing? What is happening? I'm so ill prepared for this conversation.
You
Yeah.
are. Well, I thought we were going to go deep, but
We
you
are.
can't
We
even
are.
get the tip in. You can't even get the tip in right now, Rick.
No, let me pull up a World Cup for dummies here. God. Okay, tomorrow at 8 a.m. my time. Is that my time? God,
Yes, about
I I can't
3 here, I think.
I can't go to work tomorrow. What's going
I ain't
on
got
That's
here?
to
only
work
one
tomorrow.
game. That's only
I've got
one
4
game. It's
days
just the
off.
opening game, Russia versus Iran.
Jeez, 5 a.m. So
This
5
is going to
a.m.,
be
8
a
a.m., and 11 a.m. It seems to
yeah. They're all
be
on sweet times over here, but for you guys, I guess maybe not so much.
Mexico plays Germany on Sunday. Oh my God.
Yeah, yes, that's the real deal right there. Germany play
Oh.
Mexico on Sunday. There is no, we'll just get a little warm up.
Yeah,
It's
what?
just like straight in,
Yeah, we got
boom,
a little warm
and
up though,
Germany.
Yeah, you
but not
guys
We
too
have
warm
kind
up.
of
teams.
have, but we shouldn't really look at it like that. We always
No.
look at those games like that, and that's where we always fuck up.
Yep. I'll never forget one year you guys had who was it? It was you guys call what do you call the United States? You started with an E, right?
What?
Hold on a second.
United States started with an E.
United States. What?
Hold on, hold on,
What
hold
talking
on.
about?
There was a headline in the UK. It was oh, that's what it was. It was the group was England, Algeria, Slovenia, and Yanks. And the Sun had it that way: England, Algeria, Slovenia, Yanks. But they bolded the E, the A, the S, and the Y to say
Yeah,
easy.
typical bullshit from us, that
To
is,
say
yeah.
easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
So funny.
How did that end up? That didn't end up so well.
What?
Well,
What?
we got
They
out of
never
it, didn't
do,
we?
mate.
You get out of the
We
group?
got out of it, didn't we? That group? Yeah, we got out of the group.
Yeah, we must have done. But I don't think we did it in an easy fashion.
No.
We never do. We
Okay.
literally never do. There's
What are the
some real
games for?
misconceptions, I think, when it comes to England and stuff. I think even when we won it, we were pretty shit um, in the groups. Can't really remember, but
Oh my gosh. So Egypt, Uruguay.
oh
Okay, so
shit.
tomorrow is Russia, Saudi Arabia. I don't.
Was it Saudi Arabia? I thought it was Iran. Mind.
No,
Saudi
Iran.
Arabia, mate.
They play Friday at 8 a.m. against Morocco.
Are you in a sweepstake, John?
No, I'm not in a sweepstake, but I am into prediction
Right.
competitions. So one of them is at work, and this one I've toiled over the last couple of days because you just have to submit the entire tournament's worth of predictions. Not scores though, but you do have to predict who's going to beat who, home or away. It's all the fixtures, who's going to qualify the groups, what are the finishing positions in the groups going to be for the 4 teams in each of the groups. What are the last 16, who are the teams out of that,
Yeah.
and so
Just
on
the
and
whole
so
thing,
forth,
yeah.
right
Yep.
down to the final. Who's going to win it? Who's going to be top goal scorer? Who's going to be concede the least goals? We're a bit unsure about because if a team goes
Gets
out
knocked out.
early,
Yeah. Having
yeah,
3-0 draws. Do you know what I mean? They
yeah,
get knocked
yeah,
out.
then yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a little caveat to that, you know, team that has to at least get to a certain stage, but I don't know about that part. But yeah, so it's something like I think in all you can score like 500 points. That's the maximum you can score.
What do you get for that? Do you
So
get
Who
like
you got down to
cash?
win it?
You get
yeah,
cash for
yeah,
that?
we're all putting a few quid in a pot, so there'll be about 25, 30 people in the pot, I reckon, when it takes all probably.
And what
Who
about
you
you,
got to
Chris?
win it? I've always done a
Oof,
sweepstake, and I got Poland, unfortunately.
Oh,
oof, that's your
Yeah.
man done.
But
How
I've
much does
got to
your
admit, there's
sweepstake cost?
it's a fiver, and I've got to
Yeah.
admit, there's a lot of unhappy people because have you seen how much rubbish teams there are in that World Cup? You got what, 6, 7 good teams maybe, and a lot of rubbish
come
after
on,
that.
man.
There
There,
is
A
let,
actually,
lot.
it's interesting you say that because you look across the board. I was thinking this today when I was looking at it. It's sort of subtly a weaker, on paper at least, as a weaker World Cup than it has been because for a start, you haven't got Italy and you haven't got Holland straight off the bat. They aren't even in the thing. So,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that
Right,
makes a
sorry.
difference because Italy have won the thing a few times, and Holland have been always sort of, an interesting kind of punt, but never really got it together. But
you know what I've realized?
they've been
Like,
in the final, I
this
guess.
is the first World Cup since we've all been friends. Well, me and you guys anyway.
Yeah, I thought that earlier as well. I try to think if there was a last World Cup when we were talking,
That was
and
the
there
Euro.
wasn't. That was too long ago.
That
Yeah,
was
that
the
was too
Euro.
long ago.
You sure we weren't
Yeah.
friends?
No,
Previous World
no,
Cup?
we haven't had a conversation around World Cups. We did with the Euros, I think, a little bit, yeah, because that would have been right, because that's only 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I remember
That
the
makes
Euro.
sense.
Mm.
Wow. So
So,
let's be honest, okay? Let's be real for a second. Let's 4 teams are gonna
Cards
win
on the
this thing.
table. France?
France, Spain, Germany, Portugal.
Oh, I don't know about Spain now, because have you heard the news?
no,
Spain has
yeah,
sacked their manager today.
Oh, really?
Because he
yeah.
joined Real Madrid
It's
yesterday,
like,
and Spain
yeah,
went, you can't do that. They just sacked him.
yeah. That's kind of really hilarious, and you shouldn't laugh, but it's even funny for us because that's the kind of calamity that England are pretty good at doing, right? Fuck ups like that. I mean, our manager before the manager we have now, for example, they appointed him as England manager. He lasted about a month,
two,
2 months,
two
and then they
matches.
sacked him. 2 matches, yeah, there you go. And then we sacked him because they caught him on camera undercover. Fucking reporters caught him talking about dodgy shit. Um,
That's
and always
fucking
before
great.
there was always dodgy stuff. I remember when Capello was our manager, and there was this shit that came out that Capello signed up for some website or something like that because he was doing the Capello Index. And it was like the official Capello ratings of all the players in the World Cup, including his own fucking team.
Oof.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how he'd rated them all and everything. So that just totally upset the apple cart. And obviously that was one of our top quality tabloid undercover dig that job out. Well, not undercover, but they love to dig that kind of crap out. But so yeah, Spain
I think, yeah, but
Okay,
they'll still
Spain's
be
out.
good.
amazingly sacked their
Spain's
manager.
out. Spain's out then for sure.
You got to put Brazil in that.
Nah, come on, man. They're terrible.
Brazil are going to be good, man. Nah,
You think
Brazil
so?
are electrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. So who top four you see of the four teams? You reckon? Would you say France,
Yeah, I would put France
France.
up there. Yeah.
Spain?
Definitely
You were
put
going to say,
France.
Rick.
Well, I take Spain back.
Um,
Replace Spain with I would say Argentina, but they always choke. Um, maybe
But they have
Brazil,
got
I
the best player in
guess.
the world. I don't know if you can knock Argentina.
Yeah,
I don't
if
know.
You know
That's
what I
why
mean?
this is always such an amazing debate before a game, before a ball is the best debate you can ever have, because you can look at it loads of different ways. No one's mentioned the obvious one yet.
what's
The
the
obvious
obvious
Germany.
one.
one? Germany?
Oh,
Germany.
yeah.
I said Germany. I said Germany.
Oh, did you?
I think Portugal's gonna win it.
Nah, no way.
You want to know
No
why though?
way.
You want to know my rationale? It's completely rooted in what's the word for it? Uh, what's it called when you have a theory, a conspiracy? It's rooted in a conspiracy theory.
Right.
So remember the 2002 World Cup? It was Japan and Korea were hosting it,
Yeah.
and all those teams got fucked. You know, because they wanted Japan and Korea to go far in the tournament. So a lot of teams got screwed over. Do you guys remember that? No, am I
Sort
the only
of,
one?
yeah. Yeah, I
Sort
know
of.
what you're sort of talking about.
I didn't see a lot of that World Cup because that was on at a ridiculous time.
Yeah, it was on at a ridiculous time for us too. 2 in the morning, I think. But
Yeah, so
I
for us
got up
it
for
was
some
like
of those
really
games.
super early in the morning as well.
But
Yeah, I remember going to pub at like 7 a.m. in the morning,
Mm,
which was a very weird experience.
yeah.
well, 4 teams were screwed over in order for South Korea and Japan to sort of
Screwed over how?
advance.
What do you mean from decisions and stuff?
Yeah, bad calls, disallowed goals. There's videos on YouTube
Right.
about them with, like
Oh, you've got to
orchestral,
love a
like,
YouTube conspiracy.
yeah. But here's the funny thing that gives it weight. It didn't get it to me. All those videos didn't make sense until you started seeing the teams that were screwed over, and the teams that were screwed over were Italy, Spain, Germany, and Portugal. Since that World Cup, each of those teams has won one.
Yeah, but Portugal have won their one. You know, that's the one they were going to win. You know,
The
they aren't going
Euro?
to win World Cup. Yeah. That
So you
was
think
their
they were
best
given the
were gonna
Euro?
get,
That
and
was
that's sort of reasonable, you know. I don't know.
that could be the
I mean,
case.
I don't believe that there aren't influences involved in all levels of football at certain points, right? But there's not enough for it to make enough of a difference, I don't feel.
Mm.
I mean, some of it's really interesting when you look back at some of the older stuff, but yeah, I think just purely on football terms, I love your theory, Rick, but I can't see it. Portugal are not good enough
No,
to win
they're
a
not.
World Cup.
They're not. But they weren't good enough to win the
You can
Euro.
knock your way in. Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. You can knock your way quite well in the Euros. Look at Greece. They won the thing, and they were terrible. But they
That's
just
right.
kind of, they didn't really play anyone that decent, and they just had a pretty solid way of playing, and they just sort of got away with it. Do you know what I mean? Teams that win the World Cup, they really have to do something a bit special, and I just don't really think Portugal are capable of that.
No, I don't.
Not anymore. Ronaldo's a bit, that's his last World Cup, I mean, I don't see it. But interesting theory.
I think he'll do. I think he'll play another
I think we
World
got our
Cup.
4. I think France, Germany, Argentina, Brazil. I think they're the only 4 that can win it.
Yeah, that's probably right.
I think I went for my predictions. Let me have a look here because I put a lot of time into this. So I've just refer back to it at any point.
You don't give
Then you got them.
Russia.
Then you got them.
What about Russia? You
Nah,
know,
No way,
no, they
son.
are awful.
No
They are
way. They
awful,
are
mate.
awful, dog awful. I
they wouldn't
mean,
have
we're
qualified if not,
talking.
right? If not for hosting. Is that the
Yeah,
only
they
way?
they got an automatic qualification. They may have qualified the normal route, fine, but they, if you go by FIFA rankings, which don't mean fuck all, because the way the points work, but it tells you loosely something. They are ranked below Iran.
Wow, that is pretty bad.
They're like ranked 70th or something like that, and Iran are 63. Do you know what I mean? So it puts it into a little bit into perspective. Plus, they haven't really played any competitive football. They, generally speaking, I don't think they're playing well at all, and I couldn't name you a single standout player that plays for them. So I'll give them home advantage, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they will win tomorrow's game 1-0. But beyond that, they ain't doing shit.
No.
Yeah, I
But
can
I
agree
wouldn't
with
put it
that.
past Putin and the rest of that regime to have fiddled something. Um, do you know what I mean?
I think you've
A
got your
couple of
top
games
four,
for them. But
and
yeah,
then you
that's
got
the
your
top four, isn't it?
then you got your
Really.
border teams. You got England, who could do well. You got
No.
Spain, could do well.
Well,
Portugal
that's a whole
could
different
do
topic. We'll
well.
talk about England in a minute.
Croatia could do well. Uruguay could do
Yeah,
well.
there's always a couple of fringe teams, right? So
Oh, I know.
Uruguay definitely will be good.
There's one team we've forgot in this whole conversation, who are gonna bottle it. They're gonna bottle it bad. Belgium.
Oh, yeah, Belgium.
Yeah.
They're a team.
Belgium
They've
are
got
like the England of 10 and 15 years ago. They're like the golden
yeah.
generation. On paper,
Yep.
they've got all these wonderful players, but and they should have the players capable of winning a World Cup or a Euro, but they just, I don't know, it's just that they won't. Yeah, I can't see it. I
No,
think
they
World
won't.
Cups are weird. They're sort of, there's something a little bit mythical about a World Cup, right? It's not
Yeah,
like basic Premier
it's
League
so
football
much
form
pressure,
or
man. It's
Champions League form. It's just, yeah, exactly, a whole different level of pressure. There's always some weird and wacky shit that happens in certain games. Players play out of their skin. Players play like shit. All sorts of backstories to some of this stuff. You look at like Ronaldo having that seizure before the final, and Zidane headbutting what's his face, that Italian player in the final. Just stuff like that happens in a World Cup. So, yeah, you just got to, I mean, my tip, personally, just around that who's going to win off, I am going to go for France. That's
I'll
who
go
I've
France.
picked.
I'll go France.
everyone's picking France. That seems to be like the popular choice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few superstitions as well involved in this, right? Just to explain my reasoning. On paper, every time you go, well, Germany will win it, right? Because they're Germany, and they have won the most, and they have qualified for the most, and they have been up. The only thing that says that tells me not Germany is that there isn't a team that's defended the World Cup since 1958, 1962, when Brazil did it.
It doesn't mean anything,
For a
though, does
completely
it?
different tournament. Exactly, that's a totally different tournament. I think it does. That's what I mean by superstitions. These superstitions, you go on paper, that shouldn't mean shit. They do though. They just end up being the case. I can't explain it. So I'm just saying that anyway.
Brazil should
You know
have
what I mean?
won
I'm probably totally
3 in a
wrong.
row.
Well, yeah.
Yes, but that's another one, isn't it? This is why I haven't gone for Brazil or Argentina, because no,
Because it's on
um,
European soil,
no team outside of Europe has won the World Cup in Europe.
which is
And
why
it's
I'm
been
not
hosted
picking.
here.
I am not picking Brazil or they're not even in my top
exactly.
4. That's why my top 4 were all European teams. It was Germany. I removed Spain and I'm putting Belgium back in there. So
See, Brazil, I'm
Yeah.
not sure about, because although they are a bit of an unknown quantity and I don't really know what they're going to do, it's one of those superstition things again when it comes to football, where it's like you've got a player like Neymar, who's, beast. And in the last World Cup, he got fucked up, didn't he? Someone just totally jumped on him and, like, did his
Germany
back,
destroyed it.
basically.
Remember that?
Yeah,
I just wondered how much that one. that will come back to hurt him. That defeat.
No, I
7-2,
think
was
these
it
World
7-1?
Cups, man, these World Cups, that's the stuff that come back to haunt them. That's kind of stuff that usually they get some kind of retribution for.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, here's the thing: no
Because they
European
might,
team
you know,
had ever won a World
use
Cup in
that.
South America either, but Germany did it last time,
Yes.
and
It's
Brazil
true. I
kind
can't,
of got
you know.
fucked. So maybe Brazil does have a chance. I don't know. I look at it like
That's
a
what I
checks
mean,
and
that's what I love
balances
about
type
it,
of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, exactly, yes. The balances thing of the universe. It's the natural equilibrium of the footballing gods and the universe, right? The stuff kind of equals its way out. So, I don't know, I've just gone France just because, I don't know, I don't think any other European team's good enough. Spain have just shafted themselves. I didn't necessarily fancy Spain anyway, because they've had their fair share, haven't they? They got their 2
Yeah.
cups,
Well,
and then
I work with a Spanish guy, and he said because they've won everything over the last 10, 15 years,
yeah,
that kind of hunger has
yeah,
gone out of the players. That
yeah,
we've got to do it's now. We've done it before. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's that hunger to win a trophy.
100%, mate. Yeah, I totally get that, and I was going to say that as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and
But
it's
these
the
French
same. And
players
that's,
are young. They haven't
yeah.
experienced the win. This is the new generation, isn't
Plus,
it?
they
Do you know
got
what I mean?
to. Did they play Portugal in the final of the Euros? It was, wasn't it? Yeah. So they've got a little bit of hunger there as well. That little bit of motivation. England also have some motivation based on some retribution of being shit and also getting screwed over,
Yeah.
That pressure,
right?
though. That pressure.
But no, I don't think the pressure's there. I don't see it there this time of England. It's quite interesting
No,
if you look
because
at
this
the
is a new
way the
batch.
whole thing is. It's a new batch of players. The media hasn't hyped a single player, even remotely.
Yeah. Remember like the World Cups we had where Rooney was trying to get fit for the World Cup and
Oh,
every
the
day it's how's his foot?
metatarsal
How's his
saga. Oh
metatarsal?
my
Is he kicking the
God.
ball for about a month? And
He
that was
hadn't
all
kicked
about
the ball before he
Rooney.
played the World Cup. It was ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It was all about Rooney and this and that. It was just a joke, and like the newspaper ran a cut out of his face. Everyone was sticking pictures of Rooney just on their face. It's just ridiculous circus. So that
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be there this time, which is
No.
interesting.
Hmm.
We ain't never gonna win it. That's just not gonna happen. No way.
Ha ha.
That
Never
much is
say
a
never,
guarantee.
man.
We
I could
ain't.
see
Nah,
England winning it.
I can't. I can see us being okay, and I've watched.
That'd be like us
I'm
winning it.
quite
Never
surprised,
gonna
actually.
happen.
Not in this tournament. No way.
Nah.
I'd never
I
say never, but not in this
I
tournament. We ain't gonna win
I
it.
have booked the World Cup final off as holiday at work. Just
Right.
in case.
What day? What's it land on? What's it land on?
I'm not sure, but I was working and I thought there is no way I'm
Oh yeah,
if
that'd be
England gets
so
the World
ironic,
Cup
wouldn't it? You'd be like, fuck. What,
yeah,
oh, damn it.
I can't blow out casino. I'm gonna get sacked. So
Yeah,
I've
it's one you
booked it
can't even pull a stick before, right? Because yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
know.
So I've booked it. I've booked it. So there's hope somewhere in me. Maybe we might get to the
actually, yeah.
final.
So interestingly, boys, just to say, when I worked through my little predictions here, because you've got to work out every game, who beats who, and who beats the top of the group versus second, and who beats that, and what team that will be.
Yep.
So based on my analysis, my semi-finals is France, Brazil, Germany, Belgium.
It's a good semi-final, that.
I'm guessing because of the route that England's side of the draw and the route we would have is quite good, right? But assuming Belgium will do better than us, they'll get that route instead, sort of thing. We'll see, but I worked that all out, and then I've got Griezmann as the top scorer. Just based on the fact I'm saying France is going to win, do you know what I mean? If you're going to say a team's going to win, you kind of have to pick a team that's got someone's going to score enough goals,
Yep.
and therefore
That's
will
fair
be. So they kind of go hand in hand, do you know what I mean? And I've got
Yep.
to predict the team conceding the most goals. I've gone for Iran.
Yep.
I don't know,
For
man.
teams scoring the least goals.
Morocco's looking pretty bad.
Yeah, but it depends on what group they're in, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the team that's going to score the least goals is Costa Rica. England played them in a warm-up friendly last week. They were dreadful.
Yeah, they were a bit dog shit. Yeah, and they got
Dog.
smashed by Belgium the other day as well.
And they got smashed by
4-1.
Belgium. So, yeah, they're dog meat. I was actually shocked they were even in the World Cup based on the fact we just played them in the run-up and they looked like a pub team. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my predictions. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be good, man. Hopefully it's going to be good. But there is, like you were saying, V-Man, there is quite a few sort of mess teams in it this time around, man.
Yeah. I have another meh team for you. Mexico.
Yeah. Can you qualify
no,
it
Mexico
out
are
of it,
like
though?
England. Mexico are just like England, I think.
You got
Very
Sweden,
similar.
South Korea, and Germany.
And Germany.
Like, you could get through
You
that.
could definitely get through that group. You could, yeah. Sweden are no pushovers, but
They got those
you'd expect
Zlatan.
to be. You'd
Is
expect
Slat?
exactly.
I was
you'd
gonna ask, is
expect to
Zlatan
be-
playing?
Nah,
He's not.
nah, they didn't take him. He's too old now.
They didn't take him, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he retired, didn't he? And then when they qualified for the World Cup, he kind of went, "Oh, any chance I can unretire myself and play in the World Cup?" And they just,
No
nah, you
Zlatan.
retired. You weren't that good.
Oh no, he's pretty
Yeah,
damn
so-
good.
Wow, he's
And
getting
yeah,
up
I would have ordinarily picked Spain. They would have been there or thereabouts, but this cock-up, this monumental cock-up with their manager has just got to be an absolute nightmare, right? Apparently all the players were begging the FA not to sack him this morning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they are going to be particularly happy about that. The only one silver lining from their perspective is they have got heroes coming, right? He's a pretty beast legendary player, Spanish player. So,
Who's that?
Hierro,
Mm,
Real Madrid centre-back
yeah.
for about 14 seasons.
Yeah, you'd have to play some very old FIFA to know who he was. Probably like FIFA 08 or something like that. He would have been in the sort of Spanish team.
Yeah.
Like 98 kind of era, wouldn't I guess.
Yeah, feels about right, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I played 98. I had the World Cup game as well.
Yeah.
I hope that's going to be an electric World Cup like it was in Rio, because that really was a good World Cup, and it was loads of goals going in, and that was really good. But I can't help but feel this one might be a bit staler, because you've got some staler teams in it. And it don't matter how shit the team is, really fight to the death just for a draw. Do you know what I mean? England have played loads of teams like that and just never been able to beat these teams. You know, your Iceland and your fucking Panama and Morocco and Tunisia and just loads of shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I have
loads
to
of
admit,
meat like that.
yeah, in like 2018, the good teams can only be good. Do you know what I mean? At a certain standard, but these weaker teams are catching up due to technology,
Oh,
due to
yeah,
fitness,
absolutely.
Yeah,
due
absolutely.
to all that stuff. and the
Cross-pollination of
coaching.
players in all leagues now
Yeah,
as well. I mean,
exactly.
there's almost
surprised
no,
you didn't mention
yeah.
Iceland.
I
Sorry.
did. I just mentioned him. That
Did
was
you?
the first one.
Yeah, so the smaller teams are catching up. They're not getting fast 6-0 and stuff like that. They are putting
No.
10 men behind the ball, and they are trying to get a draw or maybe the odd goal just to mess up the apple
Yeah, a lot of
cart.
them are getting in, you know, foreign coaches,
Yeah.
you know, that are experienced. Like, I don't know if it's Panama or someone like that.
The final's on a Sunday.
They're not going to... Yeah, it always is.
Nations are
Will
getting
be
stronger
interesting.
as well.
Well,
The African nations.
yeah... I don't know, they seem to peak and trough, the African nations. When you have, like, the Ivory Coast, Senegal were quite good at one point, and Nigeria have been good. Based on where they are at the minute, they're not so good. Generally, I don't think the African. I mean, England played Nigeria the other day, they'd also look shit. So, but then again, maybe it's just because England actually play quite good football. Because bringing it
Yeah.
all back round to England again, we do genuinely now look like we kind of are happy playing football now. Right? Did you watch both the friendlies, Rick? I mean, B-Man.
What's that?
Did you watch them? Did you watch the friendlies, both of them?
I watched most of the friendlies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And I
the
know it's
problem.
just a friendly, but these are warm-ups. They're a little bit more than just a friendly. But we look quite good. There wasn't route one, right? We didn't lump the ball. She tried
No.
to play football. So,
And we got
pretty
Harry
positive.
Kane.
Plus we've got Harry Kane. Plus we've got Rashford, who for me looks like he could be the next Michael Owen kind of impact at this stage, at this age, with that kind of pace. And that goal he scored on a weekend
Yeah,
was a
it's a
beast
beauty.
goal.
Yeah.
It's a beauty.
Bit of finesse
So,
going on there. Top bins.
yeah.
Good job.
And the other nice thing I think is, which is weird, is that I think I might have worked down the trick because with the FA given Southgate the job, even though he hasn't really been a manager before. Unlike all these other managers who've come in and been of the highest paid international managers in the world and all come with these huge reputations and all this other shit, Sven and Capello and all this stuff. With Southgate, I feel like...
Wasn't he a player?
Yeah.
He's a defender,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, missed the penalty 96.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all remember that.
And so he's got that World Cup experience. He's got the World Cup. He's English, which is a big bonus. He's not Roy Hodgson, who's going to fall asleep during the second half of a game.
Poor Roy.
The random stuff. And it's like he's just going to keep it simple. He's not trying to play silly players out of position or bring in players that are fit and all this kind of stuff. So, we look quite good. We do look quite good. We aren't really allowed to say we look good and we're going to win games because we're England fans. So we've been burnt too many times with the golden generation. Right?
Yeah, that golden generation was...
Yeah,
Wow.
it was just ended up being a golden shower. That's what that did.
Golden shower of pain, even.
It was, it totally was.
There's a callback for you.
And when you look at it, you
ever
can
was
see why. I mean, you look at those names on that team sheet, compare them with who we've got now, incidentally, and there's some players in there I don't even know who the hell they are. I think that's a good thing. That reminds me of Italia 90 when we weren't really expected to do naff all and we were a bit shit. And do you know what I mean?
And Gary Lineker took a shit on the pitch.
Was that 90 or was that 86?
That was 90,
That
man.
was 86.
That was 90.
Was it?
Yeah.
I
was
watched
in
this
Italy.
program the other day. It was like best World Cup one, like top 50 World Cup moments. That was one of them. I was watching it with Finley. I thought I need to educate him. This is his Italia 90.
Is he into
Right.
Is he into soccer
Good old
or
fat.
footy?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
noticed,
Yeah, he's getting into it.
Man,
He's getting into it, man.
10 years ago, I could ask any young person, any of them. I'd say, are you excited for the World Cup or whatever? Do you like? And now it's like I ask, and there's a 50-50 chance. Oh, I'm not into sports. 10. What I'm saying is, 10 years ago, it was a given that a young person would be into sports.
Yeah.
Especially when I have
I blame the internet, mate. It's the internet.
Yeah, it's the internet. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Especially
I'm
if
trying
they
to get
were...
him into it as well. I'm trying to. So he really is gonna love it. I'm hoping. I hope we do all right. And he's got something to be a bit excited about because he's 9, and I was 9 when Italia 90 kicked off.
So was
that's
I.
the first World Cup I can properly remember because I weren't really that into football up to that point.
Mexico didn't qualify for that one. That was a bummer.
David Platt's goal. That was the one.
David Platt's goal. That was on the top 50 moments. I was watching that with Finn, and he was like, "Whoa!"
Germany won that one too. Germany won that one, right?
Yes, they beat us in the semi-final.
Yeah.
I
We went
remember.
out on penalties.
I
Gazza was
remember
crying.
FIFA for the Mega Drive, and Germany was so good in that one. The
Best
team.
kit ever as well. One of the best kits ever.
Oh, with
That
the
West Germany
feathers.
kit.
They're like feather-looking things
The
that they're.
green one.
Oh! I'm thinking of a different one.
You are thinking of a different one. The German one I'm talking about had like a line, orange, yellow,
Across the
black,
chest.
or whatever it is,
Yeah.
across the chest, and it kind of went in a zigzaggy fashion. They had Jurgen
Yep.
Klinsmann,
I
Rudi
remember that.
Völler, Lothar Matthäus. They were beasts, you know.
They were so
And
good in
we took them all
FIFA.
away.
Did you guys
They
have
lucked
FIFA
us.
back
That's
then?
basically it.
That was the first FIFA I ever
Yeah,
played.
of course.
For
Yeah,
Mega
man.
FIFA for Mega
I
Drive.
remember FIFA, just FIFA, on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, I think it wasn't even
Charming.
called FIFA 90. It was just called FIFA.
No, it's just called FIFA.
FIFA International Football or
Football.
whatever.
That was it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just.
So what are we going to play then, boys? We're going to play some. I think we should play some.
I've got to go, boys. I've got to lock this
Yeah.
up and leave.
What tragedy that is.
I've ran out of time until about 11:30. I'll probably be on about another hour. So, yeah, I've ran out of time, boys.
That's
Unfortunately.
bummer.
So if you punted on there, V-Man, have you actually put any bets on?
I haven't. No, I got my sweepstake money. I'm kind of holding my money. I've got money, but I'm trying to save it up because this could be an expensive month with the World Cup. If England go on a run, mate, 40, 50,
Yeah.
50 quid a sesh on the
Yeah.
drink in the pubs.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I've already warned the wife. Like, if England's on, don't expect me to be home because I'm going out. That's something.
I think the good bets, your good punts are like not to go for a winner, but to go for a winner and a top goal scorer. Last year, or to the Euros, I went for France and Griezmann to be top goal scorer. France got to the final, and I put a fiver on. I think it was going to win something like 350 quid,
Nice. Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
they're the ones to look at. Do you know what I mean? Because everything else is just like it's not even worth putting the money unless you've got like 100, 200 quid to just throw away.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So.
Is that Danny in the chat?
Yes.
Yep.
There we go then. That's my substitution, boys.
Subbing them in.
Yeah,
little,
subbing him in.
We're having a little World Cup discussion here, Danny.
Right, and I'm that girl, boys. I'll see you later on.
I know you
Catch you in a bit,
mentioned.
man.
I know you
Yeah, see ya.
mentioned that you thought France was going to win. I think that's pretty much the seems to be the popular choice. Yeah, that's the consensus. V-Man and Razor.
Clever prediction, I think. You know, I still have this nagging doubt that Germany will fucking win it again.
Yeah. Those are
But-
those are the stronger teams. So it's
Also,
not,
but when a team is hyped to win, they almost certainly
Yeah.
lose.
I know, and this is why the superstition, I call it a superstition, but the thing about a team not defending the World Cup is real. That's a proper thing. Because of that extra pressure, they go into this tournament with everything to lose. Germany do. Because they're already the champions and they're expected to win it again.
yeah, wasn't it Spain that won it 2 World Cups ago, and then like they got beat out like 5-0 in the first game or something like that?
Yep.
Was it Spain?
Yep, that
Yes,
was Spain.
yeah,
Right?
absolutely. You're right, Danny. Yeah,
That's exactly what happened.
They won the World
They won
Cup.
it, and
They
then they,
won the
got
Euros.
exposed the very first game. I was like 5-0 or something. I was like, what
Yeah,
is
they played
this?
Holland. They played Holland in the first game,
Yeah.
and Robin van Persie scored that wonder diving header
Yes.
where he lobbed the keeper with his head.
Yeah,
I
that
told
was
goal to Finley the other day. It was like, whoa.
that was an
That's
incredible goal. God, Robin van Persie. I remember when he was
You're
a
dead
young
right, Danny. Yeah,
player.
they got smashed in the first game, and everyone was just like, whoa, okay, so I guess they're not going to win it then. So yeah, that's the only reason I haven't gone for Germany. I don't think they'll get smashed like that because they're too efficient, the Germans.
Yeah.
But
A
I just
efficient
don't
German
think they
set.
have. I don't think they have that kind of karma on their side, that footballing karma,
Gotcha.
for
Yeah.
them to win it again. I don't know. I
There's
could be
just-
wrong, but
Yeah, I think there's, like you said, there's another level of pressure that would definitely, leak onto the field. It's got to be a lot of pressure.
oh yeah, that's just a whole new
So that's
sphere,
that's something
isn't it?
that
Do you know what I mean?
that they have to deal with, that another team, that's probably just as good or maybe a slightly under doesn't have to deal with that, and they get the luxury of playing with a clear head and not so much pressure.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I don't think
So
it's.
interesting, yeah.
I don't think. As much as I think France is capable, I just think the pressure is going to be too much, man.
Gotcha. You just, something tells you feel it, huh? Like
Yeah,
they're gonna-
like something just tells me they're gonna.
Yeah,
Oh, France was
90th minute,
predicted.
lose it. Yeah.
Like they were predicted to win it, and they didn't even make it out of the group phase. Like that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I
like
can see
the
that.
fucking manager getting fired, and everyone's mad at Pogba.
Well,
You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
dude.
there's always a team. There's always a team that gets stuffed and embarrassed and go out in a group stage, and everyone gets sacked. England have done it. Not that we were ever hoped to win it, but we've been pretty shit. Spain did it. I'm sure like Italy have done it. Brazil got smashed in the last World Cup when Germany spanked them like 7-0 or whatever the hell that was in that crazy game. 7-1, right? They got destroyed.
Absolutely murdered. Yeah, at home, in Brazil.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this time around, the host nation, they'll be lucky if they get out of the group. In all honesty,
England?
if they get out of their group, no, Russia. If
Oh,
Russia
Russia.
get out of their group, they've done extremely, extremely well.
Or someone shenanigans.
Well, yeah, it's entirely possible. I mean, you look at the draw. I mean, the teams that got in their group are just terrible. I think they've got Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and oh my God, who's the third team? I can't remember the other two. So you wonder whether that, was slightly enhanced.
I had a picture of the table. Somebody posted it in the chat.
Uruguay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so they have got
There it
Uruguay.
is.
Uruguay will piss that group. Luis Suarez, the two centre defenders from Atletico Madrid. They have got a good team. Cavani.
Yeah, Cavani's always
Yeah.
solid.
They will win that group, no problem. Russia may just go through second by default because they've got Egypt and Saudi Arabia in their group. Egypt may be a little bit of a surprise package because they have got Mo Salah.
Yeah.
Salah's
He's got
hurt.
a major injury.
Salah's
He's
hurt.
got that shoulder injury, so he might not be ready. He might be one of those, is he fit? Isn't he fit? Isn't he
Yeah.
fit? Is he fit? Right up
So
to
is
the
it
day he
Salah
plays,
or
he'll
Salah?
play and every shit.
It's probably Salah.
We call him Salah,
you're
but
saying.
we're English, so what the hell do we know?
Have you ever heard
Yeah.
the Salah chant? The
Nah.
Liverpool one? No, you never.
probably.
The Salah, la la la. That's such a fucking badass fucking chant, dude.
I gotta YouTube it.
It's so fucking
Yeah, man.
good. When I went to that, I went with my friend Liz to that pub,
That pub?
that Liverpool pub. They were chanting that in the pub, and I was just like,
Oh,
oh, it's so fucking
cool.
good. That '60s song. Na, 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 na. But they added Salah, right? So,
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a go. What are you boys playing anyway? I'm just messing around the menus.
I'm doing a Nightfall,
but-
shamelessly.
Yeah. I'm
Shame
shooting up
on
Nazis.
you.
I got invited. Somebody on my friend list invited me to do a Prestige
Shame
Nightfall, and I
on
thought,
you.
yeah, sure, why not? It's an easy engram right there.
But I do have Trials Fusion downloaded and Call of Duty Black Ops.
I need to log
You
into
should
your
get back up
account
to go, man.
and get that. I need to
How have you
it's
not
cool, like,
downloaded that
I played it
already, dude? Come
because
on.
the fucking store was down, man. If you'd have come online yesterday, you'd have seen that.
The store has not been down for 24 hours, Rick. I
It
do
was
not
down
accept that,
yesterday.
please.
It was, right? Danny, did you try
I
it
should, you
down?
know what? Yeah, and it's, I should
Yesterday
have
night
sent
when you
you
went to
a
bed,
message.
you could have logged on and downloaded and gone to bed. I don't
Yeah,
accept your
I should have done that.
your
And you know what?
excuses.
I was playing Fortnite last night with Chris when we did that terrible silver medal. The one I posted. Did you guys see the video? Did you see it, Danny?
Yeah, that
Two
was
on
funny.
one, man. Two
Yeah,
on one. Come on.
it happens, dude. Yeah, it happens,
Oh,
man.
that guy
People are
wrecked me, dude.
really
One shot just
bad.
fucking sniped me. It was
Yeah,
so
dude.
bad.
Some people are really, really. You know what it is? They have down the physics of the game. They know how far high up above your head to aim to lob the shot. You know what I mean? They have the physics down. I don't
Mm.
think we played enough, or at least I
Mm.
don't. When I shoot, sometimes
People
I'm
have been
like, I
playing
should be
this
hitting him.
non-stop since it came
Yeah,
out,
so
do you know what I
I
mean?
don't have the physics down. You know the you know the general of like how fast you move and how fast a guy can
Yeah,
close in. I don't have all those
yeah,
calculations in my head. So somebody
yeah,
that has
yeah,
that just owns me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's over pretty quickly, right? You die pretty quick.
Yeah, I like that where you can just restart a game pretty much. You die and just restart
Oh
it. Unless
yeah,
you're
in
waiting
that
for
respect,
somebody,
yeah,
but
it's a quick start.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I just
ongoing
mean in
gameplay.
terms of
It's just
how
ongoing.
much you can take before you're dead. If someone gets a jump on you, you're fucked.
Yeah, yeah, you get so much of an advantage with that getting the first shot in, but it's not
Yeah.
like a for sure. Because I've gotten the first
Oh
shot and
no,
still
definitely
got it
not. No,
owned.
no, no.
And I'm like, what happened there? I shot him, he
Yeah,
wasn't facing me. He turned around
yeah,
and still killed me. Like that
yeah.
shouldn't happen. But oh, you know what? Speaking of that, me and Chris were talking about this like a week or two ago. We're like, man, imagine Battlefield mechanics, kind of realistic and with the gameplay of Battle Royale, and they're gonna actually do that.
Yeah, there's
So
gonna
Battlefield
be
5 is
about
gonna
10 of
have.
those games, isn't there?
Yeah,
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 The
they're
they
gonna
Call of
got
follow.
Duty
Battlefield.
too.
But
Call of
I'm
Duty
Call of
2.
excited
Duty
for
are doing
that.
it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because I really like Battlefield ones or Battlefield series. Their engine, the way the game plays, the
Yeah,
physics in it, like
yeah,
it meshes really good with me. Like I'm pretty good at it,
yeah.
so I'm
That's always
excited
been top
that I'm
notch.
gonna be able to play that game mode and maybe be good at it,
Yeah, their
as
engine's
opposed to being.
good, but I
I
feel
like the
like
game
I'm
modes,
not
yeah, don't
that
get me
good.
wrong.
I'm not that good in that game as I am in
Yeah,
some
I
other
think it's
games.
styles because I would imagine you probably like running and gunning a lot,
I'm good at
and
Call of Duty
it's hard
games.
to.
I'm good
Yeah,
at.
and I'm in the middle. I think I'm better at Battlefield, slower, more tactical, more
Yeah.
I dare I say campy type games where you
Yeah,
gotta really be
yeah.
careful of just running out in the middle of the field as
Mm,
opposed to run and
mm.
gun. Run and gun, I don't have the
Yeah,
reflexes. I
yeah,
just
I'm the
or the
same. I
aim,
just have
I
like a
just don't
big
have it.
panic thing and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
over
I
aim
don't
and you
have
go
that.
one side.
Because I'm an expert camper, but I move. I know how to. I'm not like I don't sit in the bush for like an hour and just sit there. Like I
Yeah, yeah,
camp,
yeah,
I
yeah,
move, but I know
yeah,
where to hide, where to lay
yeah,
down, and
yeah.
because my KD is through the roof on Battlefield. It's like 3 or 4 for sure, like or more maybe.
I haven't played that in ages. I don't even think I got it installed at the
I
moment.
oh dude, I always go back to it. It's the game that I like to play when I play solo. Like I'll play that game
Yeah,
solo.
I kind of
Yeah,
yeah,
regret deleting it because it's such a big download, and I have felt like playing
it
it.
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really
And
have
I'm
felt
kind
like
of
playing it too.
contemplating, yeah, I'm contemplating on pre-ordering Battlefield 5.
Well, we're gonna get it,
And
Danny. We're gonna get it.
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, like
cool.
that. There's no doubt. The question is, are we gonna get Black Ops 4?
Well, I think we should probably play Black Ops 3 first, don't
Oh,
you?
totally different world,
Well,
dude. Black Ops 4 is a return. It's a return to the old style of Call of Duty.
definitely, I'm up for it because if it's gonna continue from Black Ops 3, hell no. I'm not a fan of Black Ops 3, man.
Me
It's that
either.
whole futuristic sliding.
Well, the
It's
big
just
word, the buzzword I keep hearing from all the kiddos is boots on the
uh,
ground. This game is guaranteed it's gonna
yeah,
have boots on the ground. I'm like, boots on the
yes,
ground? What
yes,
the fuck are they talking? Oh, they're talking about no jump, flying around and jumping. That's what they're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. A little bit more
That's
realistic.
Titanfall's fault, right? All the
I'll give
jumpy
them that. You know
wall
what? I'll give
running
you
crap.
that. Titanfall for being that type of game, I was okay with. But
Mm.
Yeah,
you
I
know
was
what it
okay
is
with it
though?
too.
But I think the reason I like Titanfall too is that it wasn't so Call of Duty. It was in between Call of Duty and Battlefield because the maps were
And a little bit of
mid-sized.
Destiny too. A little bit of
Yes,
Destiny. It felt a little bit
yes,
like Destiny.
yeah. Whereas in Call of Duty, the maps are really small. Usually, they're just small. So I mean, you
Oh
have
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
makes
other
sense.
than to run and gun. And in Titanfall, there was a little bit more of strategy. There was big buildings, so that's why I think I was like, okay, I can deal with this. It's flying and stuff, but it's not just running gun flying.
Yeah, it's
That's
a bit
what it
too
was.
Twitch for me. Those games are all a bit too Twitch for me. Battlefield's
No,
okay because it's not as
yeah. Out of all
confined. You've got
the
all different
Mhm.
sorts of counteractive things you can do. Right? It doesn't purely just come down to the Twitch kind of
Mhm.
quick knowing the map intimately and having lightning reflexes. It's you can kill people a whole bunch of different ways in Battlefield, and you can just try and stay alive. And like you were saying, just try and be a little bit invisible. And
Mhm.
yeah, much more my kind of thing, really.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Plus, I
agreed.
think
But
the
yeah,
other thing
yeah.
fundamentally is Destiny has made me a really crap first-person shooter gamer because it's really generous with the auto assist aiming.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
true.
really generous.
It doesn't really feel like there's a whole bunch of assists going on there, but there
No,
definitely is. Because you play on, because you
and
can't even
also
fucking shoot people.
yeah, and that also gives you a false sense of you're really good at the game because I want to
Yes,
say 80 to
yes,
90% of it is computer AI. It's not actual people,
yeah,
unless you're
yeah.
doing what is that called,
But even
PvP.
Crucible, I felt like I
Yeah,
was quite
that's
good
the
at Crucible
only
in that.
place. Yeah, that's the place to test. Well, even if, you're right, even in Crucible,
Even in
sometimes.
Crucible, there's so much team killing in Destiny that,
Yeah, true, true, true. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I actually, I don't know if you guys knew this, but during the faction rally, the one that just passed, they offered a exotic, what is it called? Catalyst, exotic catalyst
Mm-hmm.
for the Graviton Lance, and that exotic catalyst added range and aim assist,
No
basically giving
way.
it. Yeah, dude.
It just made it even more deadly.
And
Wow.
I unlocked it on Xbox because my nephew was grinding for it. So I was like, I'll grind for it with you.
Yeah.
And so me and him, you had to get to rank 50 with Dead Orbit, and we did it.
Yeah.
And it was fun because
Wow.
we were just talking mostly. Me and him were just kind of chit
Yeah.
chatting. And yeah, that immediately I did a match with the the unlocked catalyst, and I installed it and everything, and I had
Mm-hmm.
29 kills in my first game. I was like,
Dude.
fuck. Well, and
Game changer.
they count your defeats. So like
Yeah.
assists and kills count together.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But still.
But still 29 is a lot. So
Yeah. For sure.
Right, I'm gonna go grab a
Game
drink. I'll
changer.
be back. I don't know if you boys want to play something.
I think Black Ops 3 is a great idea, but I didn't download it. How big is the game?
I
It's
don't think
not
it was that
that
big,
big
but I
actually.
don't know what. Depending on your internet, I don't know.
I
Oh,
do
you're
about a
not.
gig a minute.
I think it
It
should
gives
be
you the
fine.
option when you go to download it whether you want to download zombies or multiplayer
Oh, that's
first.
true. Yeah.
So
Do
you can
zombies
pick
first.
zombies, and we can try that
Okay,
first.
well, I'm going to have to
Yeah.
end this video. I'm going to end this
The only
recording,
mode I'm interested in trying,
and then I have
anyway,
to boot
really. I'm
Danny.
not that bothered about this.
I have to
Okay.
boot Danny out of his account
Oh
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Go
have
ahead
to
and do
log into
that.
your
I don't mind.
account. So let me end this
Yeah.
video
Yeah, you
first.
could quickly try it now and just see how long it's going to